Wrestling has been around since the Roman Empire. The original Roman Empire. Over these many decades, there has always been one who stood above the others during their time. These are the men and women who stood atop Mount Olympus and claimed the title of greatness. Now, what if these rulers of their time were able to meet today? To see who is the best. This is Legendsmania.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nation Network. Vince McMahon with you here, and this is the debut of Legendsmania. Something I've kind of had in my mind for a little bit, just never got around to it, and now that I've got some free time, I thought it would be a good time to get into it. So Legendsmania basically is a fantasy booking, but with no generational bounds. So that means we can take the best from the 50s or 60s and put them up against the best from the 90s or even the more recent days. So that's kind of what this one's all based on. I've got a whole laundry list of matches that I'll be getting to over the next several weeks. But in the meantime, for those of you that have a fantasy match you would like to see on this program, drop it in the comments down below or in the chat box if you're on live. Speaking of which, Andrew Roberts is in the house along with Corey Andrews. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. I appreciate you much. We're going to kick this thing off with the first of 5 matches that I've got lined up for tonight. So I hope you enjoy. We see Alundra Blaze making her way down the aisle to kick off Legendsmania. One of the hottest female talents in the 90s. Started out as Medusa Michelli in the AWA. Was a pioneer in women's wrestling. Not to be in any way confused with a diva. She was a true consummate athlete, and she put the professional in professional wrestling. And now she's going up against the hottest ticket in town. The Annihilator herself, Rhea Ripley. As Ripley makes her way down the aisle towards the ring, we welcome everybody once again here live on the Nation Network. Benny Weir joining us. Any relation to William Weir? William Perkins in the house. Well, the great thing about Legendsmania is they're all going to be big-time matches. Wait till you see the main event. Crowd making their predictions known. The bell sounds, action underway, and here we go. Early on, a grapple comes up, and now a back roll-up by Medusa. Not going to get her that quickly. Whether you call her Alundra Blaze or Medusa Michelli, you are talking about one of the greatest women wrestlers in the history of this business, bar none. When it comes to overall athleticism, we are looking at probably two of the greatest, if not the two greatest, in the history of women's wrestling. Blaze going after that arm. She was studying and employing the arts of mixed martial art long before it was a common thing in the world of professional wrestling. Ripley now turns things around with a top wrist lock. Nice go behind by Alundra Blaze to apply the hammerlock. Wrenching up on it. Snapmare takes her down, and now applying that rear chin lock. Working the arm right now is Alundra Blaze. Clearly has a game plan in mind. The question is, will she be able to execute against somebody the strength of Rhea Ripley? Throughout her career, she's gone up against some big, bad opponents. The likes of Sherry Martel as they battled it out for the AWA Women's Championship. Nice move right there by the Eradicator, and down. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Ripley getting close and personal with Alundra Blaze here ringside. Absolutely not intimidated whatsoever by the historic accomplishments of Alundra Blaze. As this is a new program here, as always, I beg of you, please hit that like button. Help us get the word out. We are 100 subs away from 3,000. Off the ropes, back out front. Oh, she caught her. Awkward landing right there, and Ripley's shoulders are on the canvas for two. Looking at a Hall of Famer and a future Hall of Famer right here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what Legendsmania is all about. That pump handle slam, the sit-out version by Ripley. Shoots her off the ropes again. Comes up on a flying drop kick, and down goes Blaze. Going for the cover now. Hooks the leg. Got 2 and 3/4 count. Alundra Blaze, with as much history as she has and with the talent she's been in the ring against, I don't think she's ever been up there with somebody with the power of Rhea Ripley. She's been in the ring with bigger. I'm not sure about powerful. And now look at this. Ripley on the top rope. Comes up and got caught for her troubles. Alundra with a suplex takedown. And now Alundra Blaze. Sizing her up. Going for that German suplex. This is what she's put them away with in the past. Will it work here in the present? 2 3/4. Ripley still alive. From the middle rope, Alundra Blaze driving the double axe handle to the chest. Irish whip to the ropes. Back out front. Spinning back heel kick right to the face of Rhea Ripley. The Eradicator in trouble now. Here comes. Charging in with a splash, and down goes Ripley. Big knee straight to the face. May have broken the nose of of Rhea Ripley. Oh, I stand corrected. Split her open above the left eye or the right eye. And now that seems to have agitated the Eradicator, who uses the top rope for added leverage as she goes to work on the arm. And now drop down, comes up, pop up in the air, and just drives Alundra straight into the canvas. Ripley now from the top rope. Dives down with a 5-star frog splash. Oh, this is it right here. She's got the Grapevine's legs, and now we're going to see if Alundra... Oh, nice reversal. That MMA training coming into use right here tonight. Leapfrog by Alundra Blaze. Here's that back heel kick again, right to the jaw. Amazing that she's able to get back up from it. There's the German. She couldn't hold on to it, though. The momentum of Rhea Ripley tore her out of the grip. Crowd chanting for one more time. Let's see if we're going to need one more time. There's two. Ripley kicks out. As we welcome Big JH here live to the Nation Network for Legendsmania, back body drop by the Eradicator. Ripley just beating down. Not the first time Ripley's been busted open in a match. It will not stop her. If anything, it will motivate her. Oh, nice shoulder breaker right there by Alundra Blaze. Generations clash here at Legendsmania. Slingshot suplex, nicely executed. Alundra Blaze was trying to climb the ropes. Ripley took her out before she could get there, and now Ripley on the top rope. Double axe handle to the back of the head. Alundra Blaze tried to avoid. It didn't happen. Off the ropes. There again is the pop-up. And just lets her go straight into the canvas. And again, the Grapevine. She turns it. And Alundra's in trouble, and that's it. Rhea Ripley walks away with bragging rights as we take a look at the replay. Very awkward landing on that one, and she thought that would be enough to pull out the victory early on in the match. It definitely got the attention of Rhea Ripley. As the match continued on, however, the power and the strength and the sheer determination of Rhea Ripley was enough to carry her across the line. And this is how we kick off Legendsmania here on the Nation Network. Once again, everyone, take a moment if you haven't already and hit that like button and help this channel grow. Dookie Wilco's in the house. Welcome aboard. If she could have held on to that second German suplex, perhaps there would have been a different outcome to this match. Slingshot suplex perfectly executed right there. But here we see it. The submission locked in. A bloody Rhea Ripley is victorious here in our opening matchup. All right, that was the first as I said earlier, if there is a dream match that you have in mind, I've got a whole list of them that over the weeks I'll get to. But feel free to drop it in the comments. Oh, there it goes. This freaking game has been crashing left and right lately. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even bother reporting it because there's no point in reporting it. Yes, Dookie, this is a new show, and since the game has to reboot, I'll let you guys see the intro that we did earlier tonight.
Wrestling has been around since the Roman Empire. The original Roman Empire. Over these many decades, there has always been one who stood above the others during their time. These are the men and women who stood atop Mount Olympus and claimed the title of greatness. Now, what if these rulers of their time were able to meet today? To see who is the best. This is Legendsmania.
Legendsmania. I was actually doing not the universe, what you call it there? Not my faction either. The global one, whatever the hell it's called. Because they had the older Kurt Angle with the hair, which I wanted to unlock the Persona card for that. I wasn't going to pay money for it. And then there was another Rob Van Dam attire. Not a good one, but it's free. You just got to unlock it. So I was playing that a bit, and if I would pause the game for any reason, it was crashing. So, welcome to the wonderful world of 2K. Thank you, Dookie. I actually worked on that earlier tonight. I thought I was going to start streaming around 8 o'clock tonight, and then I was like, nah, man, I need an intro for this show. I haven't done one. And I threw something into Chat GPT, and it came up with this whole script of everything, and I was like, damn, that sounds good. So then I had to get all the sound effects and the special effects and the visual effects and put it all together real quick. So that's what took so long. All right, we are ready for our second match? I think we are. The Monster Abyss makes his way into the ring. He is the reigning XWF Hardcore Champion, but tonight standard rules will apply in this Battle of the Monsters. Two big and powerful forces of nature to be reckoned with. What's going to happen when the immovable force meets the unstoppable object? We're about to find out. Once again, don't forget to hit the like button. Share this video out with your friends if you're not already subscribed, which a surprising number of viewers are not. It's free of charge this month only. Just hit the subscribe button. Honestly, Dookie, I'd say if you can get it for under 30 bucks, yeah, it's worth it. Black Friday sale coming up. I'm sure it'll be down. Big Red Machine right now with the advantage over Abyss. Has him tied up against the ropes now, and Kane working the lower back. And now stomping away on the leg. The Big Red Machine loading up. Calling for the choke slam. Let's see if he goes for it. Nope, not yet. Irish whip is reversed. And now Abyss going to bring Kane in the hard way. Big uppercut. Kane dropping Abyss like a bad habit. Off the ropes, drops the leg. Man, Kane is beating Abyss like he owes him money. Again, signaling for the choke slam. Still not ready to go for it. Drop down by the Big Red Machine. Comes up with the boot. No. Abyss able to sidestep it, but that doesn't stop the momentum. And there we saw it. The two forces meeting and nobody going down. Abyss actually bounced off the Big Red Machine, and that's not something he's used to. Of course, calling TNA Wrestling his home throughout the majority of his career. The master of the Monsters Ball match going up against the master of the Hell in a Cell match. And now there's a bear hug applied, and Abyss fighting with all he's worth. Again, no impact whatsoever. Kane just shaking it off. He brings Abyss in over the top rope. Face first, plants him down. Abyss perhaps maybe busted open from that one. Here's a 2 count, able to slide out the back door just barely. Again, no effect as he unloads with a big right hand. And the Big Red Machine has him up. Thumb to the eye. That's a move that will always get you out of trouble. And now he's got the Big Red Machine. Oh, there's the meltdown. He just dropped him with a shock drop. Going for the cover. Got 2. He almost pulled it off. Big Red Machine right now is definitely got to be thinking that was... There's the black hole slam. That's the bread and butter. Will that be enough to get a win? Kane able to slip out. But now the momentum has completely switched in this match. Abyss is in the driver's seat. As he drops the Big Red Machine face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, this is chaotic, ladies and gentlemen. And now Kane getting his second win, perhaps clearing his head. And he goes to work, wrenching on the chin. The head and the neck being contorted. And the Big Red Machine with a big stomp to the midsection. And now, once again, calling for the choke slam. He summoned it in the past, but has not executed yet. And again, the Big Red Machine. Head first into the corner with Abyss. Going to work on the leg. Using the rope for added leverage. Big right hand. And the boot drops him. Abyss is down. He was trying desperately to get some offense in, but Kane just headed him off. And now this could be bad news. Kane has him up for the tombstone pile driver. That's going to be all she wrote. Too close to the ropes, and Kane has to spend valuable time pulling him away. Will that make a difference or not? There's a count. There's two. He got the shoulder up. And you got to think, if the ring awareness was a little bit sharper, if Kane would have delivered that move more in the middle of the ring, this match may be over right now. Is he going to do it? Kane continues to tease the choke slam. Dropped down by the big man. And Abyss with a back body drop, and he lands hard. Kane has him up again. Thought he might be going for another tombstone, but instead it's another head first to the top turnbuckle. Big Red Machine is in control right now, and he knows it. Abyss off the apron and down to the mat here ringside he goes. And now the battle spilling outside the ring. Again, traditional rules apply to the match tonight. No special stipulations for these two monsters. And now Kane rolling out. That'll break the count. Has him up, overhead, and draw. Oh my goodness. His neck snapped off of the apron. He's going to be in a lot of trouble after that one. I'm not even sure if Kane knew what he was doing there. We might need medical attention for Abyss after that one. That was a devastating fall. The Big Red Machine over the top rope. In complete control of this match right now, and he knows it. Going to work on the leg. Hooks the leg now. And somehow Abyss summoning strength that I don't even think he knows he had. The Big Red Machine is going to finally go for it. The choke slam and down. That might be the match right there, ladies and gentlemen. No, he still kicks out. It's night one of Legendsmania, and nobody wants to go home with the loss. Frustration now sinking in as Kane bounces the head of Abyss off the mat. Into the post he goes. Abyss collapsing in the corner after that one. They tie up Abyss. Some well-placed elbows to the midsection. Finally gets out of the grasp. He catches Kane. Overhead belly to belly. What a feat of strength that was. Kane weighing in over 300 pounds. And Abyss made it look easy. And here comes another shock drop. Abyss has weathered the storm. There's the black hole slam, and it'll be a massive win. You can't call them an upset here. He got it. A big win for Abyss over Kane. You can even mention the fact that it's TNA representation against the WWE. Oh my goodness, we take a look back at the replay, folks, and I'll tell you what. It was brutal. Both of these men brought their A game tonight, as I expect everybody will be. The amount of punishment that Abyss managed to sustain in this match and continue finding ways to get his shoulder off the mat. Unbelievable. That shock drop right there does a lot of damage to the lumbar. Kane managed to get himself right back up and then down with the black hole slam, and that is all she wrote. Abyss with a victory here, ladies and gentlemen, as part of Legendsmania. Oh my goodness. Big matchup right there. Ken Rogers in the house. Welcome aboard. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. This is Legendsmania. We bring you the legends of the past. All right, we're back. I'm not sure if there was something I did on that. Might have been. I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. That was a computer issue. I'm telling you, I just got so many freaking technical issues, it gets old. Okay, we are back up and running. However, that said, let's go with our next matchup featuring tag team action. I thought I had them as a team. I'm not operating out of universe mode, so that's why. Here we go. Featuring the tag team division. Again, we're going to be doing the Survivor Series featuring Saturday morning superstars of wrestling, so the 80s guys. Survivor Series will have 2 4-against-4 matches. The survivors from both matches will then enter a battle royal, and the battle royal winner will face Bob Backlund if he is still the heavyweight champion at that time. Motor City Machine Guns coming out here. Talk about Hall of Fame bound. These 2 guys are legit. They have been around for a number of years. They have held titles in Japan. Here in the United States, of course, dominated the tag team scene in TNA Wrestling. Upon making their entrance to the WWE, secured those tag team titles as well.
Weighing in at 233 pounds, beautiful Bobby Eaton.
DHW, it has been a minute, man. Good to see you. Here in exhibition mode, apparently I didn't set the Midnight Express as a tag team. So
From Alabama, weighing in at 255 pounds, Lover Boy Dennis.
yeah, Ken, I wanted to do something different. Condrey and Eaton, the Midnight Express, to go up against the Motor City Machine Guns. Talk about a dream matchup. Shelley and Sabin ready for action. Bob Eaton sent right away into the corner of the Motor City Machine Guns. Here comes an early double team, wasting no time at all. Sabin with a drop kick out of the suplex, and Bobby Eaton striking the back of his head on the canvas, and Chris Sabin now from a top mount position, hammering away on beautiful Bobby. As great a tag teams as both of these are. Oh, there's a brain buster, and Eaton's in a lot of trouble early. As I was starting to say, as great a tag team as both of these teams are, 3 out of the 4 of them have had very strong singles performances as well. Alex Shelley, of course, former TNA X Division champion, former TNA World Champion. Chris Sabin has held that X Division title on a number of occasions and was very close to becoming the TNA World Champion in his own right. Bobby Eaton, of course, television champion and the WCW Tag Team Champion numerous times. And now there's a crossface applied. Eaton trying to roll through it, and he does. Taking the energy, the power, the torque off of the shoulder joint, and makes the tag, and he needed that one. Here comes Condrey now. Double team by the Midnight Express. Up in the air, and Sabin crash landing. Well, look at this. Gets right back up. Stiff forearm to the lower back. Sabin with a series of kicks, punches, and chops. Follows that up with a deep arm drag. Goes for the cover. You're not going to get Dennis Condrey that easy. Tag is made. Bring Shelley into the match now. Going for a figure 4 leg lock, and he's got it on him. Dennis Condrey is in trouble. Literally fighting his way out. Into the corner. There's a tag made. Stand corrected. Chris Sabin did win the TNA World title. Dookie, the day I find a really good-looking Stan Lane, I might do that. I haven't really found one, and it's not anyone's fault. They don't really have the right hairstyles in this game to make a really good one. But if I find one where the face is really spot on, then I might go with that at some point in time. Still have a very limited number of slots left available right now, so I got to be a little bit picky and choosy. Condrey now. Oh, he just caught that back elbow. I was just going to say he's trying to rub salt in the wounds by doing some damage to Sabin right in front of his tag team partner. But in the meantime, look at this. What's going on here? Double kick to the head. Look at this. We're looking at two tag team specialists between the Midnight Express and the Motor City Machine Guns. But right now, Motor City is really getting it done with the Midnight Express. Going to have to find some kind of way to turn this thing around. Condrey choking him out here on the floor. He might have been better off just diving back in the ring and beating the count, which is exactly what he's going to do now, but Shelley gets in there as well. Oh, look out. Sabin caught him. Over and under. That's a big shot right there. The momentum behind that one, rocking the world. There's a double team coming up one more time. That's got to be all she wrote. Goes for the cover. Save was made by Beautiful Bobby. He realized Condrey was done. Gives him a moment. Nice move right there by Condrey. Sidesteps the drop kick. Tremendous knee lift. And down again goes Sabin. Bobby Eaton ran right into the drop kick, and Sabin back in control once again. Neck breaker by Sabin. Big chop right there now, sends him into the corner. Here comes the double team. Oh, look at this. Super kicks. And Eaton able to make the desperation tag. Oh, there's another one. And Dennis Condrey. I don't know what he's got left in the tank after that one. Sabin has him up. He drives him 2 and 3. The Motor City Machine Guns with a big victory. We take a look back at the replay. Some of the highlights from this one. Man, that double super kick was about as much as anybody's going to be asked to take. They lined him up here ringside for this double team attack. Sabin off the top rope of that double team, and that would have been it right there if not for the save by Beautiful Bobby. And Bobby comes up and he just took those two right to the chin. And this is all she wrote. Saving, cradling him up. Eaton could not get there in time to make the save. The Motor City Machine Guns victorious. Big victory here at Legendsmania. Fans, when we come back, you won't want to miss this one. We're going to put the wrestling in professional wrestling when we return. All right. 2 matches remaining on the show for tonight. And this one is going to be a Matt Classic. It'll be 2 out of 3 falls. And again, the fucking game crashes. What the hell's going on with this shit? I never had this problem with the game until the last couple of days now. Oh, 2K. This is going to be a true dream match in every sense of the word. Chad Gable enters the ring. An Olympic-trained amateur wrestler. The top when it comes to wrestling here in the WWE today. Going up against the top from the Attitude Era, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, getting ready to go up against Chad Gable. What promises to be a memorable wrestling match. 2 out of 3 falls to come up with a victor in this one. Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Monkey flip out of the corner. Have a great night, Dookie. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. Angle with that savant kick upside the back of the head, and now rear waist lock deadlifts him up into a German suplex. Angle from the top rope and out. Shoulder block to the floor. Talk about a high-risk maneuver. It was a free fall event. And now Angle throws him back in. Angle's going for a figure four leg lock, and he has it. Chad Gable, all he's got to do is reach back and he can grab the ropes, but instead fights his way out of it. Submission holds not legal in amateur wrestling, but here in the pros, completely not only allowable, but encouraged in many occasions. Oh, look at Gable going underneath and now has the ankle lock. Kurt Angle finds himself trapped in the move that he himself uses with a great regularity to get wins, and he manages to find a way to roll through on this one. Angle has him up across the shoulders, drops him, and now going for the cover. Not quite the Olympic slam, more of a Samoan drop. And now the gold medalist taking off the turnbuckle pad, exposing the steel ring. Look at the flying head scissor, nicely done by Chad Gable. Referee now turns his attention to that turnbuckle pad. In the meantime, Gable has Angle up against the ropes. Belly to back suplex, nicely done. Rear waist lock, but Angle able to turn the momentum in his favor and takes over Gable. Now catches up overhead belly to belly suplex by Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, in control. Big right hand, follows it up with a double axe handle to the back, and now Angle going to the top rope again. He's got Gable down. Moonsault from the floor, you gotta be kidding me. Holy cow. Throwing caution to the wind. Chad Gable trying to get this crowd up. What a move by Kurt Angle off the top rope. Picture perfect moonsault all the way to the floor. And now Kurt Angle has the ankle lock. But Gable this time was able to grab the ropes. Angle continues to focus on the knee. And he gets the pinfall, 1-0 Kurt Angle. And that puts all the pressure on Chad Gable now. He's got to find a way to come up with not one, but two victories over the Olympic gold medalist. Gut wrench has him up across the shoulder. Face first with that pendulum buster. And now the straps are coming down. Chad Gable goes for the cover. And almost even this one up at one fall apiece. Irish whip to the ropes. Drop down, nicely done by Gable. Caught him. German suplex. Could not hold the shoulders down. Now goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Kurt Angle, he's had a lot of neck issues throughout his career, and a move like that is definitely going to not help the situation. Gable with a shoulder breaker, adding insult to injury. He's got him. Oh my God! German suplex over the top rope to the floor, and Kurt Angle is in a world of trouble. He may not be able to continue after that one. Chad Gable trying to see if Kurt Angle was able to get back into the ring, which he was. Nice move right there. The amateur wrestling coming out by Chad Gable. And now he's got the ankle lock on, but Kurt Angle was able to make it to that bottom rope. And that was out of sheer desperation. Boot to the midsection. The Olympic gold medalist sends him to the ropes. Big knee right to the midsection, and now Gable. Angle, look at the moonsault, oh, landing awkwardly across the back. Kurt Angle again distracting the referee with that turnbuckle pad as he goes to work on Chad Gable. Kurt Angle with a 1-0 lead in the best of three. He's got him up across the shoulders now. Deposits him head first onto the top turnbuckle. Stomp it away. And now Kurt Angle once again going after the ankle lock. Chad Gable, it's going to be a lot of trouble right now. If he taps out, it's all over. He would not submit. But how much damage was just done? Angle slam, and that's got to be it. Kurt Angle gets the win. 2 falls to none. Well, you know Chad Gable's going to be a little disappointed with that outcome, but he definitely brought his A game tonight, and he had a big opportunity to tie it up at 1-1. But you're going up against the Olympic gold medalist and a man who won that gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Down 1-0 at this point in the match, and here is Chad Gable coming up with some effective offense. Look at him plant Kurt Angle straight in, and if he wouldn't have dropped the straps and just gone straight for the pin, he might have pulled out that victory. This move right here, devastating. Overhead, belly to belly to the floor. How in the world Kurt Angle ever got up from that, I have no idea. And then, of course, there it is.
Here is your winner, Kurt Angle.
Fans, when we come back, it is the main event for Legendsmania. Stick around. You won't want to miss it.
Wrestling has been around since the Roman Empire. The original Roman Empire. Over these many decades, there has always been one who stood above the others during their time. These are the men and women who stood atop Mount Olympus and claimed the title of greatness. Now, what if these rulers of their time were able to meet today? To see who is the best. This is Legendsmania.
All right, we are ready for our main event. Let's take a look at what we're going to be seeing in the main event here tonight.
Within each generation, there is one iconic figure whose success is transcendent, going beyond even world championships. They are men who seem immortal. They are the icons of their time. Hulk Hogan and John Cena, the personification of their generations.
January 24th, 1984, the day Hulkamania was born.
Hulk Hogan, he dropped the big leg on him. History made in Madison Square Garden. Hulkamania is here.
I feel the energy. Hulkamania's running worldwide.
They broke the mold when they made this man.
Hulkamania shall live forever.
Hogan was an American hero through and through. There was no gray area within the red and yellow.
There's only one Hulk Hogan, Daddy. I will meet any challenge. And when I get too old and gray, then I've got to let one of the little hustlers take over. You're going to remember me for a long time, brother.
April 3rd, 2005, the birth of C Nation.
WWE Championship on the line. Cena's gonna do it! Cena wins! The time is indeed now for the new WWE Champion, John Cena. The champ is here! No one in the WWE electrifies an arena like John Cena. I am in the center of sports entertainment, and I am surrounded by all of you!
What would happen if generations could collide?
A match the world wants to see. We'll never see Tyson and Ali. We'll never see Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds. This match will happen.
This is where the power lies.
This is my life. This is my passion. This is all I got.
God created the heaven. He created the earth. He created all the Hulkamaniacs. Then he created a set of 24 pythons, brother.
Take the greatest match of all time and turn it into the biggest knockdown Dragon Ball brawl you have ever seen in your life.
I'm going to ask you one question, brother.
You want some?
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Come get some.
The outcome is in your hands. Hulk Hogan versus John Cena. Who is the biggest superstar of all time?
We are about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 303 pounds, the international champion, the Immortal
Hulk Hogan, the XWF International Champion, as he heads down the aisle into the ring. This is the Ultimate Dream match. The Immortal Hulk Hogan going up against the man who preaches hustle, loyalty, and respect. The 17-time World Heavyweight Champion.
and his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
The master of thugonomics himself, John Cena, heading down the aisle. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen, for Legendsmania here on the Nation Network. If you haven't already, make sure you pile drive the like button. One for the ages, and it is officially underway. Monkey flip by John Cena. Goes for a quick cover. I don't mind telling you, there's no way you're going to get Hulk Hogan that easily. Power and strength, both men have plenty of it. Hulk Hogan, though, won the battle of power right there. Raking the back of John Cena. And now Cena's in trouble early on, backed into the corner. Comes up with an elbow right across the bridge of the nose of Hulk Hogan. Referee going to try and get a clean break here. Let's see if sportsmanship prevails, and it does. Hogan comes right back at Cena, though. No rest for the weary. You are taking a look at two eras of greatness going head-to-head. Throughout the mid-'80s, throughout the '90s, Hulk Hogan dominating with the red and yellow. Then switching to the black and white of the NWO and reignited his entire career once again, reinventing professional wrestling once again. And it was at about that time John Cena was just starting with the Doctor of Thugonomics to make a name for himself in the world of professional wrestling for the World Wrestling Federation. Tonight, they go head-to-head. One man will win, one man will lose. Who will it be? Series of elbows find the mark. Nice move right there by Hogan. Hogan gonna bring Cena in the hard way. Irish whip off the ropes. Back elbow. Cena caught that one. Hogan finishing it off with a rake in the eyes using the bottom of the boot. And now Cena grabbing Hogan, sending him to the ropes. Ends up with a top wrist lock, if you can believe that. Hogan with a heavy right hand and another one right to the ribcage. That breaks it up, and now Hogan with a Thez press and a series of right hands. Going for the cover. John Cena's going to have to find a little bit more fight if he wants to make this a match. Early on, Hogan has had the clear advantage, and now the bear hug is applied. John Cena is struggling to inhale. He would not tap out, however. Hogan decides to release the hold. Off the ropes, Hogan drops the leg, and that might be all she wrote. John Cena is out. There's a count of two. Hogan gets the win. Holy cow, made it look easy. We're going to take a look at the replay.
Here's your winner,
The Hulkster victorious here, ladies and gentlemen, in the main event of Legendsmania. I want to thank you guys for stopping by to check this out. Thank you for hitting the like button. If you haven't yet, do it now. We'll be back with more Legendsmania in the near future. Make sure you have the bell notifications on so you know when we go. We'll see you soon. Take care. Good night.